Ah, I'm back with some voice. Ah, I can speak. Yeah. I can. But I may cough. I may. Ah, well. Just checking a few things. I have to start the webcam, start the little guys running around. Connecting here, connecting there. Yeah. I don't know if my voice sounds normal or not, but yeah. I think the more I speak, the more I cough, but I will try, boys. I will try. I will try to speak, okay? Let's see how it goes. Maybe I will not speak a lot, but... Okay, I'm nearly ready. Okay, sorry. I'm here. Still a bit tough on my throat, but I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Where are we? Here. Hello, good evening everyone, and welcome to another stream of Plane Shift. The game that we are building. Actually, the game that we already made. It is available, you can download it in case you missed that. Oh, there's a picture of the day. Reflection on the pool. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Good stuff. Sometimes I wonder if I will have nostalgia of the old graphics. I don't know. Maybe one day I will say, hey, old graphics were better. Were even more vintage than what we are today. But anyway, oops. Okay. Yeah, you may hear me coughing a bit. Yesterday we did a bunch of stuff, huh? This done is because I couldn't speak, and so I was speaking with gestures yesterday, but I managed to stream anyway, which is nice. And yeah. So what we did, I don't know how are you guys. On my side, I have this freaking COVID thingy. Yeah, I did the test and I tested positive for COVID. Now, COVID these days is pretty much like a normal cold, no? But anyway, it is because I did the test and I turned on positive, so yeah. I mean, I was not really feeling good on Saturday and Sunday. Then it started to improve yesterday. And today, I would say that I feel I'm really recovering. So it's getting better. Yesterday, I was really having a hard time speaking. Because I would cough and such. But today seems to be better. I don't want to, you know, overdo it, but anyway, meanwhile, yesterday we fixed a good amount of bugs, and today I want to continue with the same good trend of fixing stuff. I want to do a release soon, because this release is containing a lot of good fixes. We need a good number of fixes actually, so I think it would be a good release to stabilize the game. So I would like to check this bug. I don't know exactly. I'm thinking. So in theory, when you equip, right, when you equip an item that provides mana or HP, right? I don't even know exactly how that works. I was following it a bit in the code before, and I'm trying to understand it better, but basically there is a vital operation. Vital applied. This A stands for applied, right? So it means that it's not a permanent one, but it's a temporary one. And I can remove the no make I'm sick. And yeah. So when I keep a weapon that gives you a bonus on HP or mana or any of those things, The value is actually... Yeah, we create a buffable basically. We create a buffable. We create a buffable. And this buffable acts pretty much like a spell. Right? He acts like a spell, like an active spell. Yeah, it does. And because you see that it's like an active spell, we add this. This is the buffable value, which I assume is correct. There is this thing. There is the vital itself, and there is the value. Now the question is, do we do anything with this client side? I think we don't do anything with this client side. In theory. I don't understand too much. So how is my target gonna know? How will my target knows that this happened? No, I understand that we get a pointer to the buffable, and the buffable has probably a link to the character, right? Well... in theory. No. It doesn't know. It doesn't know. It's kind of interesting. Okay. Because just the other day we were working on the on change. Give me a second. Buffable, eh? Buffable. Skill stat buffable. Yeah, we were working on this one, right? We did a change just yesterday, I think. On the skill stat buffable and on the on change in particular. Hello, Hula, good evening. Yeah, the problem is that this character pointer, we have it on skill stats buffable, but we don't have it on... So... yeah. We don't have a pointer to the character. in vital buffable, which is a bit weird, but seems that we don't. We don't. But then, if this is true, right? I don't understand how we can actually add the effect and remove the effect. Because... you know what? Let me try to do it with a skill and see if that changes anything. So if I go here and instead of well, I think, yeah, exactly, like strength, right? Yeah, exactly. So if I use this one, which is strength, right? This one is number 7. This one is number 7. So if I use number 7 in my item and then I restart everything. It seems that my voice is okay, but I try not to speak continuously. I don't want to stress it too much. So, just going away from the fountain due to the noise. So if I have my yellowed whatever, this guy, right? And I look at my strength, yeah, you see that there is a bonus actually of 10 to strength. Because this is... this is given by this falcon, right? So I see. Do I also see it in the active? Yeah, exactly. So I see the active spell. You see it at the top here. I see the active spell on the weapon. It's a pity that we don't have an icon for this. But anyway. I see this. And this works, right? So yeah, this works because is actually an active spell, but if I Yeah. So this is good. The problem is that if he's a base stat, like mana or HP, this does not happen. I mean, the buffable is actually created. Because I see it is created. I see it is created in... under the on change, right? So if I go vital buffable on change, no. Wait, we were there a few minutes ago. Ah, here. No, in the run of the in the run of the vital OP, we create a new vital buffable. And we yeah, I just don't understand how it's possible that it works. How can this work if... Let's look at the stats, which is the one that is actually working, right? It's actually doing the same. It's actually doing the same. So target is not connected to that. So it's working the same way, actually. But I don't know, I don't freaking understand how the game then knows that... I mean, when this active spell is added on me, that's basically the question I have, I guess. Because here it seems that the target, which is me, right, is used only to get a link to the buffable. And then the buffable is getting added here. Ah, yes, but we set the skill rank. Let me see skill rank. Yeah, skill rank as actually... char stat skill buffable skill, yeah, because skill buffable has this, yeah. So this one has the reference to the character. So it knows because... Yeah, he knows because skill rank is actually a skill stats buffable, right? Which contains the character. So I assume that... The only thing that I don't understand is this done all in the on change, or is done... Because this is not really sending me the spell, right? This is sending me an update to the buffable, but it's not... So I think this is done probably in the equip. Yeah, I need to know who the hell is calling. Because I think what is happening is that someone is calling this run with an active spell that already been added to the player. You see that this is a valid pointer, right? Because we are using it here. So yeah. So the stats OP applied, right? New stats OP. Well, it's doing the load, but to parse operation. Which is fine. There's new music, huh? There is Red Dead Redemption music. You see? So basically what I need to understand, who is actually applying, right, the keep script. So there is a part of the code that when you equip a weapon, actually this equip script is running the equip script, I think, of the character itself. No, it's correct. It's the keep script of the item. Exactly. So I want to see here if we create this spell or not. Applicative script. Base stat. Get a keep script. What is this return? Is returning an applicative script. A keep active spell. Okay. Yeah, I think that here is where it's done. So we apply the spell, we return it, we pin it, we set it cancel on that. Okay, fine. And yeah, the only problem is it's still on the item. Yeah, I think it stays on the item. So actually the script apply will return. If I debug here, we will get, I guess we will get the bonus of the item. Yeah, created here, added to a spell, and then, yeah, added to a spell. So okay, so in theory my character really has that active. So it looks like, I think what I'm thinking is that I think that the character actually has that value active. It's just server side, it's just there is no shown client side. I think. I think it's just not shown client side. How do we prove this? Well, how do we prove this? Well, we need somehow to... Yeah, so we have two things to do. The first one is to prove that at least server side we have the effect, right? So that the effect is actually active. The second part is to prove that, is to then check why on the client is not visible. And also why when I'm sending the active spell list, I think it's called something like active spell. Yeah, request active spell, receive active spells, right? So this is the function that is actually sending to the client everything that we have active. So we could debug it. Yeah, we could debug it here and see if after we have equipped. So let's keep this item equipped, right? That is giving us whatever, and yeah, if I could describe the effect would be a bit easier, but I mean, I can do it. It's just a bit of a waste of time, but I can do it. So like this one is providing you strength 10, you know, and an attack value, no, and HP max plus 10, right? To the strength plus 10, HP max plus 10, for example, right? This, I think, is the 7. Yeah, it's the one that we are using now. So in theory, both are active on this one, but this one is HP max plus 200, attack plus 20%, right? I mean, it's just to have them in the list now. So if I select now number 8, yeah, number 8. It is not very easy, eh? This thing is not very easy to debug because it's involving a lot of stuff, but that's fine. So as soon as we log in game with a client, we will go through this function that is sending the active spells, because the Falcon is actually equipped already. Yeah, the server needs to be up and running. I'm a bit tired today because I didn't really sleep much in the previous 3 days. Okay, so as soon as we log in, you see we run the script. Yes, perfect. So we have an active spell, right? And I don't think we need this, but it's fine. Yeah, you see target add active spell, right? So we are actually adding, okay, so we are adding it here. In the apply, okay. I didn't know this was already adding it to the target. Yeah, he's adding it because what he's doing here is target add active spell. So is now in this case, this spell, what is it? Is a brown falcon. Is giving me the HP max, right? Fine. So that is great. And now the add active spell will probably try to send it to my client, apart from the fact that now we obviously disconnected because I'm stepping in debug mode and the client timed out. But it's possible that add active spell, yeah, is also try to send it to the client, right? Now my client is disconnected, so, but the point is that this will, you see, yeah, we'll send the active spell. Okay, fine. So the spell in theory should be visible. It should be visible. Was it? I don't think it was. Get PS controller. We exited here. Why? Wait a second. Get PS controller. So the controller must be available. It's not on early loading. I mean, fine, but then means that you need to send it to me again later on, because here is probably just loading the character. He's not yet, which is fine, which is actually fine. So, yeah, it may be fine, but the spell is valid, right? So I have my brown falcon thingy, I have my HP max 200, I have my attack value 1.2. So I actually have everything needed. So the spell to me seems to be, also I have my modifiers, vital buffable. Exactly. Yeah, and you see here the server side, right? 410 is my base HP, and 610 seems to be the cached buffed one. So it seems that he actually, yeah, I think that he actually applied it server side, right? Okay, let me investigate just a bit more. Now, our character disconnected, so I will just wait a second and reconnect so that I will just let it go. Yes, you see that here we get to the point where we actually have active spells, and we have 4 active spells, and one of them is the Brown Falcon. So, yeah. Oops. That is a bit weird. Items and spells, because these count as spells as well? No, I don't understand. I'm a bit confused, actually. Familiar link, permanent, without the... What? Is this list broken now? I mean, usually things should be or on one side or on the other side. Should not be on both sides, right? So I don't understand. There is spells, items, and abilities. And this definitely is an item. I mean, the good thing is that it shows, right? And actually, if you look at this, it seems to be correct. So like my Falcon gave me 600 HP. Now for some reason it's saying 810. 810? Why 810? Let me remove it. So if I remove it, I don't know what happened here. I think that this list is not cleared or something. That's very strange. How do I know how many HP how many HP I have? If I look at me, 410, 610. Four hundred and ten, 610. Why? There is definitely something not working here, boys. Sorry, I had to mute myself, but I was coughing too much. 410, 610. Is this based and modified? But now I don't have the Falcon equipped anymore, so... Huh? I think there is definitely... I think there is definitely some mess up in properly updating the HP client side. Server side seems to work okay, but client side doesn't seem to work as expected. The fact that it works server side is good though. $410, okay. And if I look at myself, yeah, 410 and 410. So, okay, so it seems that it's loaded only at startup. Basically, at startup we get the proper value, max value, and we also get the buffable. But when we are modifying that stats during the game, that stats is not properly updated on the client. So the client doesn't know. The client doesn't know the maximum. So what we need to know, what we need to test is what I need to understand is how is this data updated, right? So, well, the basic vitals are updated continuously with a kind of a caching mechanism and such, but the max, I think, is not. That's because here the problem we have is the max. And is updated only at the beginning. So there should be a... Yeah, there is a request vitals, right? Here it is. Receive max vitals. Yep. Right. So I think that this is not updated anymore after these initial request vitals, and I think these initial request vitals, I mean this function probably gets called only once. I think it's not called more than once. I don't think so. We can try again when we keep the but I don't wait, no, sorry, the server side, huh? Okay, request vitals. And this line, yeah, it's the only one. It's the only one. So even if I now keep my Falcon guy, and it is actually generating a new max stats because it is, right? And I get here properly the brown Falcon and everything. Okay. If I check again the server side, for some reason it's not updating. Ah, yeah, because it's not this one, is this one. Exactly. Exactly. So this is the problem. The problem is that it runs only once at the beginning, but when that spell is applied, we are not sending the change, right? We are not sending the change. So okay. So how do we do? I mean, it's fine. So how do we do this change? How do we send to the client? Now, I think the best would be to do it in our vital buffable. In our vital buffable on change, because this is the place that we know if it really changed or not. But unfortunately we don't have It is kind of annoying though, because this will change continuously. Will this change continuously? Seems not. Will it change when I switch this Falcon on and off? Yes, it does. Yes. Yes, it does. Okay, that's good. That's good, meaning that we have a single entry point, right? We have a single entry point for the change of... yeah. Yeah. So like we said, in the same way, on the on change of skill stat buffable, we send to the client, you see, we send to the client, right? So in the same way here, so this thing was really missing also from the old game, by the way, yeah? I mean, to me, it looks like it was missing also from the old game. So that the client didn't know that you had additional... now... wait, let me not change that, because that I don't want to change. But I want to change... So here I want to... Ah, fuck, we don't have the character. Oh my god. We don't have the character. No, we don't have the character. No. We don't. Because buffable... buffable by itself does not have the character. Right? No, it doesn't. And Pretty much everyone has it except Vital Buffable. I don't understand why. Everyone has it except Vital, right? I think you absolutely need it. Is there another way to get the buffable of... no, because I would like to do it inside on change, right? I would like to do it inside of this function. So to me there is no other way. I need to add here a variable. I'm thinking if I can avoid adding that variable, but... I think I need to change it. Yeah. I think I have to change it. Let's change it. I mean, I want to think well about it to avoid, you know, doing something that at the end is not really needed. But in this case, seems to me that we need it. And this will be part of the initialization, right? Yeah. And yeah, now that is gonna do this. Yeah, this change is going to create a bit of turmoil in our compilation life, but let's see. I think anyways initial, yeah, because we have like 6 different types of buffable vital buffables, right? So there is HP max, mana max, HP rate, mana rate, stamina, you know, mental stamina, physical stamina. So all of them have actually... They are all buffable values. So... And then what we will do here, we will do if, you know, you have this change, then populate it to the client, and here we will call the client, updating him that that thing changed. Use of undefined, what? What do you mean use of undefined? It's the same thing that I do here. Is this defined somewhere else? Oh fuck, this one is inside PS character. GG. Okay, fine. We can have the on change, you know. Yeah, it's fine. I can move the on change implementation to server vital CPP, which hopefully somewhere, right? Exactly. Easy. So we can move it. Unfortunately, in some cases, we still have this mixture of classes, right? In one CPP file. I don't know exactly why we did it this way back in the days, but it is kind of confusing sometimes, right? That you So this will be vital buffable on change, right? And I think sorry, I think it returns void. And yeah, we will basically move this all on that side. Right. We will move it. We will move it here, right? So now the compilation should not complain anymore that PS character is not. Well, we can import it here then. If it's not imported yet, we can do it the same way. It's done. Yeah, because it's there. It's really in PS character, but fine. So here we need to. I will let the compilation finish, but it would give an error saying that it cannot find PS character. I assume. So I was just checking something else, but yeah, exactly. So now it will obviously complain, right? Because our vitals are not linked to a character, right? So now we have it inside PS Server Vitals. We didn't need it inside a specific vital because it was already there, but now we kind of need it. So yeah, we will just pass in, you know, the character that we are receiving. Yeah, we just pass in the character and everything will be fine. You see, these are all the possible stats, and I'm just thinking if we should send to the clients the update for all of them or only for HP max and mana max. Maybe it's enough, you know, to have HP max and mana max. Yeah, but also this in theory. I mean, in theory, all of them, because otherwise it works only if you relog, right? And yeah, in theory, all of them. And the reason we are passing character there is just to be able on the on change to actually use it and send an update to the client as needed. Now, the fact that is not not a weak pointer scares me a bit, right? It scares me a bit that this is not a weak pointer. It's just a normal pointer, and this means that for whatever reason that character disconnected. Now, in theory, if that character disconnected, here we are only server side, right? And so if it disconnected, these vitals should be should be deleted, right? So it's the same as we do for skills. So basically, if the skill change after disconnection, right? So yeah, there should be no big issue, but I don't know if I should just transform it into... Just give me a second and I will be back, okay? Just 1 second. Okay. Okay, I'm back. One of the complexities of doing this kind of changes, right, is that we do basically changes every day in completely different part of the code, right? And maybe we don't touch it for 6 months or a year, and then we go back and change it again, right? So that's really tough, because it means that every time I need to like go back into the mindset of where we were and what we were doing, right? So like this code of buffable probably has not been changed in the last, I don't know, 10 years or so. And so changing it now is always a bit scary, but so basically what I need to do, so here I have two options. One, we send all the vital changes, so HP, mana, stamina, blah blah blah, all the time. Or we send only the one that changed, right? My feeling is we should only send the one that changed, right? Because I mean, it's true there are not that many. So there are whatever, 7 or 8. I don't know how many they are, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 statistics. Right? That needs to change, but the only thing that is a bit weird is why? No, because what I'm thinking is that the dirty flag, right, is actually getting triggered. And right. But you see, we are not sending the max. We are not sending the max. We are sending only the... Yeah. Exactly. We are not sending the max. So even if those are set as dirty... We are sending mana value. We are not sending max. Yeah. Which is good though, because we assume that the max is sent only once and is never changing. Or if it's changing very rarely compared to your current mana, right? So I think, yeah. No, I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense. Now we have one function that is a receiver of that, right? Which is, it was what? Request server vitals. It was this one, receive max vitals. So, or we resend everything all the time. So max HP, max mana, the 2 max stamina, the max weight, and the max oops, current space. Now, these last 2 in theory never change, but they never change? Well, reality they do. Yeah, based on your strength and everything. But yeah, basically this is what we need to send out. I can just copy it exactly as it is, and we can put it in our own change, and pretty much it's done, assuming that the client properly used that information. But I hope it does. So, yeah, something like that. So in theory now, whenever my max HP change, I will see the change on the client. The only thing that is a bit weird is that I had okay, there's probably another bug. That I see active spells and active items together at startup if my item is equipped, but I think that's another bug. Okay, let's see now. The Falcon. Okay, so we have 410, right? 410. And the Falcon is not equipped. As soon as I equip it, I will have to see this number change, hopefully, right? Okay, it actually worked. It doesn't heal you for the amount. It does not heal you for the amount. Okay, well, fine. You can heal yourself in case, but... Yeah, so it is giving you potential 610. Okay, let me see if also our description changed, but I think it changed. Yeah, 610. Okay, very nice. So it seems that it's working now. Let's see if it works also when I remove it. Yes, it takes a second, like, as you see, there is a bit of delay, because basically what happens is that the item needs to be equipped, go server side, ask for the equip, run all the equip scripts and all of that, and then go back to the client and update the UI. So actually it's not instant, right? Boom, you see, it takes like a second or two. I think it's fine. Yeah, or a second, I mean, yeah. I think it's fine. We can see if it works also with mana, but at this point, I think it works for everything. Yeah, I think it will. I think it will work for everything, which is very, sorry, very nice. Let me keep the Falcon equipped because I want to see. I want to see what happens. So let's change this modifier to 200 HP max, and let's change it to mana max, I don't know, plus 100. Plus 100. So this will be, yeah, something like this. Plus 100. Okay, it's the same that we already used, so it's number 8. Yeah, number 8. So if you just restart the server, it should pick it up. Okay. We don't have any more that effect where it was where it was visible twice. I don't know why that happened actually. But anyway, maybe it was a bit of a glitch. I don't know. Yeah, but as you can see, when I keep now my Falcon, I have 610 mana and 440. Sorry, 610 HP and 440 mana. So it is actually working as expected, right? It's working as expected now, which is pretty cool. Okay, nice. Yeah, so it's fixed. It's fixed. I think it's fixed. It's really fixed. Yeah, and in terms of performances, I don't think there is any problem because we are calling it only as needed, right? So only when it really a maximum is changing, we are sending it to the client. Otherwise, we're not changing it. And also, we send it only to the client that is relevant. So because no one else. Wait a second. Wait a second. No, you will need it when you are in a group. Because when you are in a group, you see other people HP and mana. Right? It's true that you see it in the percentage way, so you don't see the values. So probably the percent, yeah, no, probably should be already be fine. Because we are just setting the updated percentage to the group. Yeah, no, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. When we do the server side update, right, which is here. And we want to send the group stats, right? Here are the group stats. Exactly. We send a percentage value, and the percentage value is yeah. So I think it should be fine. It should be fine. Yeah, we have to check how much is changing, if it's changing quick enough on the group. But anyway, yeah, it may not be the update of the HP and mana of the people that you are in the group with may not update that fast as we would like. But anyway, this bug is fixed. So it is fixed pending release. Fantastic. I love fixing bugs. I mean, I also like doing new stuff actually, but are my searches still correct or not? Let me see. There is, for example, this one, which is 22 of October. No, my search is not up to date, most likely. Because it's not taking all the releases. Yeah, actually it's not taking shit of the releases. Okay, now Now we have all the open ones. I'm feeling better anyway, guys. I'm feeling better. Since that my body is slowly regaining, you know, his strength. I'm still coughing a bit, but not too much. And the throat is still hurting, but way less than before. Now we have to see tonight, because usually the throat starts to hurt really at night and it doesn't let me sleep. But I think that today may be better. I have this feeling. Okay, which other... this one will be a very good fix, yes, that I would like to fix. There was a stack of 15 or 16 such chests when I got there today. And they were overlapping, resulting in weird flickering graphics. Yeah. Okay, so this problem is... in the lava cave. I mean, we can go there and check, but yeah. I think I fixed that bug, but probably I didn't then. Because if it's still happening... Let's see. Let me connect to the main server and check the lava cave. The lava cave. Teleport location. Lava cave, cave room. I think what he's saying is this. In this room. I don't know how many there are though. Do you think it's many overlapping or? I think I will answer like this. It may be a leftover. It may be a leftover of the migration or other server issues. Can you pick them up and then see if they spawn properly? Meaning one only. Because I think we had an issue with hello Fergus, hi, welcome. I think we had an issue with the spawning of chest and other items in multiple quantities, but I think I fixed it. If I remember right, I fixed it. Because I was checking like the distance, right? The distance between, but anyway. Okay, fine. At the moment I see only one, but maybe there is one on top of the other, on top of the other, on top of the other. I don't know, I cannot really say. Well, one way I could say, I could... if I do this, if I do any area command, right? If I do, for example, modify... if I do modify area, modify items, no. Modify area items 1. I don't want to say remove, because remove will actually remove them. No, I don't want to say remove. I don't want to say remove. Can I just check? Well, I can do info, no? Can I do info area items 1 or no? Ah, nice. Yes, there is only one at the moment. There is only one at the moment. Now, I don't know if there is only one because it's the first time the server restarted after they picked them all up, or yeah, I don't know. Okay, this one I will let you test it. I will let you test it. Active effect countdown reset. What? I noticed a discrepancy between my Dacro course timer and the time elapsed. The effect disappeared as intended after 30 minutes, but the countdown was still showing several hundred seconds when it was removed. So I experimented a little with a shorter effect duration like relaxing sleep and found that whenever an effect is added, the countdown display in numbers and over as well as growing background bar of all the others is reset to their original duration. What? The countdown display of all the others is reset to the original duration? Holy shit. That's a bad one. It's only a visual bug, right? But so what this guy is saying is that if I cast strength on me, right? And then here I have a countdown which is 540 seconds. Okay, let's let some time go through. Yeah, I think I know already why though. I think I know why. The reason is that we are sending back the active spells, but not with their yeah. That's a big issue. We are sending back the active spells completely. So if now I launch on myself, I don't know, whatever. I mean, probably even if I keep my weapon, this will reset. Yeah, exactly. If I keep a weapon that has an effect, I think none of this does. Well, if I remove the Ring of Familiar, for example, I remove my bracers. Yeah, exactly. So this now is 464 seconds, right? If I remove my bracers, yep. Yep. Correct. There is a mess. There is a mess to fix. Yeah, 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 yeah. This is actually a mess to fix. Yes, we have a bug, but it's not very easy to fix. So what is happening basically? What is happening basically is that I cast strength, right? And strength as a duration, right? For example, 10 minutes, right? And what it is doing is basically starting a timer, server side, right? So server side is starting a timer. No mistakes were made. So yeah. So server side, so this results in, right? This results in server side. We start a timer, right? 10 minutes. And that time, actually, I don't have an easy way to check that timer because I only know when the timer will go off, right? I don't keep a list of all of the timers that we have or whatever, right? So, because usually I only care when the timer is going off, when the timer is complete, right? Now, client side, what happens, right, is that I'm visualizing. I add the icon, right? And I set. I also set a timer here, right? I also set a timer here of 10 minutes. I do basically the same on the client. The problem is that those two timers are completely unrelated, right, to each other. These two timers is not the same timer. They are two different timers. Now they are set pretty much at the same time, so it works. But the problem is that then after some time I cast something else, right? I cast another spell, or I get another effect that is changing my thingy, and at that point I resend all the active spells. I think that's the problem, right? At the moment I'm always resending all the active spells, right? All of them. And so it will actually resend the strength, right? We resend the strength icon with a 10 minutes timer because he knows only the maximum time, and he's not able to check what is the remaining time of this timer, right? Because there is no association between that effect and the timer. Now I could get a timer handle and associate it to the, well, actually in theory I have it. Well. When we do the apply, right? We said when we do the apply. Where was that? Not here. I mean, it is where we send them all. Yeah, I don't really know why we send them all the time. I think it's not a great idea. I think we should only send the ones that changed, right? Only the new ones or whatever. I think sending everything all the time is very stupid. Because it is where the problem happens, right? That you see this duration, But wait a second. Duration, registration time. So in theory we... But we have the registration time, and we were passing in the server time. I don't know why we needed the server time. But we have the registration time. So in theory it's just to do one minus the other, right? If we do one minus the other, it should be fine. I still don't really like the fact that we are sending all the spells every time, because you may have like 20 items on you, right? And you just change, I mean, 20 items that are generating effects on you, and plus you have like 5 spells, and so it's a list of 25 things. And basically every time we are regenerating everything. So yeah. This divide by zeros would be weird. Anyway. But I think I understand the problem, and I think that we can fix it probably if we have the registration time. Probably is enough. Probably is enough, boys. Okay, let me think. Where is that thing? So it's inside active magic, right? So we have a UI which hopefully is called active magic or active spells. Active spells, yeah. Should be this one. Yes, it's this one. Okay, inside of here we should have a function that is receiving the update, right? Pre-construct, construct, maybe in setup. Message, yeah, exactly. Message, type, duration, registration time. Okay. So I don't know if at the moment I'm doing anything with the registration time. Duration, registration time. Am I doing anything on that? Anyway, I really dislike that we are sending everything every time. I mean, I think I have. Wait, where did I have that file? I think we had a file that we called performance something, where I was listing all the places that I had to fix. Performance improvements. I think it's this one. Yeah, exactly. It's this file. What I want to mention here is this function. It's exactly this function. Because I can fix it now in an easy way, but I think we need to fix it in a smarter way. You know, it is more long-term than this. PS character send active spell is called every time you get a new effect active on you. Example, keep a bracer, right? Example, keep a bracer. This sends all the effects again, right? And it should not. It should not send all the effects again. It should only send the ones that have been modified now, right? Oops. Is this still the case? Cache manager get basic item stats by ID is in a base. Also when it's called in any production event. I think this one I changed recently. Let me see. Get basic item stats by ID. Get basic item stat by ID. Oh my god. No, but he's eating it only once. He's eating it only once because there is the cache. First thing it does is checking if this one is in the cache. Right? If it's not in the cache, then it is it in the database. So I think that what I wrote here is actually... We should store the PS item pointer in natural resource and not call this function to get the reward item. What? No, but it's not possible. This is caching it. So that is what it's doing, right? And then he's storing it in the cache here, I guess, right? Exactly. Which is the same that he's checking, right? It's the same that he's checking there, so... So I don't know why I wrote this comment here, but I think it's not really valid anymore. Unless there is another case where we... Unless there is another case where we generate an item on the fly, and so that item on the fly is hitting the database, because it's considered new, but in reality it's not new. Because what I said here is we should store the PS item in a natural resource and not call this function to get the reward item. But bro, but no, it's returning it from the cache, man. I think I didn't understand exactly what this thing was doing. Ah, my freaking throat. Ah. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, exactly. No, it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. It is just getting it from... This is not eating the database. It's eating the database only the first time. So this comment we can delete. This one is good, and yes, we need to implement it. Oh my god, my throat. This one is good as well. This one is super risky. I don't know when and if I will ever do it, but super risky. And this one, yes, is good as well. So the way we can fix it now... Okay, so back to our problem, right? The way we can fix it now is to... Sorry, I lost a bit track of my train of thoughts, but the point is that we are already receiving the registration time, so we need to see if the registration time is used to actually reduce the timing. At the moment we are probably not using it. Yeah, exactly, we are not using it, you see. We don't use the registration time. And what is the problem? The problem is that no, but I don't even understand why we send registration time client side. Why we cannot just send the delta, you know, if he started X. Yeah, exactly. I don't understand this. Why? Why? It makes no sense. Is there a reason why? Send active spells, right? We say, hey, the wall duration is X, right? What is... I think we should say what is missing. So we should do duration minus the difference between the current time and the registration time, no? Why? I don't know. I have to think about it, boys. I will. We can continue tomorrow. I want to go a bit earlier today, trying to get some rest, to get some sleep. But I think the solution to this problem. So this bug is true. This bug is real, and I can confirm it. And I would say the priority is at least medium. Is at least medium. Yeah. So the only problem may be for very short-lived spells, right? So imagine a spell that is lasting 1.5 seconds, right? So a spell that is lasting 1.5 seconds, by the time that you send it to the client, and the client receives it and updates the UI, pretty much, you know, the 1.5 second may be gone already. So, so if we send, yeah, but anyway, it's better than sending the whole duration. Huh? It's better than, so yes, I think what we should do is to take, I have to test it, but it's to take the registration time minus the current time, and I hope the registration time is, I don't know if it's in ticks or in what. Timestamp for comparison with time 0. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. So is a float and not an integer? Okay. Fine. Yeah, so I think we need to take current time minus registration time equal, you know, how much time is passed since the registration, and then we do duration minus minus that. Right? The registration time, I think, is completely useless. Registration time, I think we're not even gonna use it, so I can probably even remove it. So I think we should do, because what is the purpose of sending the whole duration to the client? Do we care about it? I mean, if it's an active spell, right? If it's an active spell, and by the way, how do we know if this is permanent or not? Because the duration is 0. Probably because the duration is 0. Yeah, if the duration is 0. Yeah. I think this is where we do the divide by 0. No, it's not here. What do we do to divide by 0? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, if the duration is 0, the spell is permanent, right? So, in theory, what I want to say is that if the... yeah, I have to be careful, though. I have to be careful, because if I mess up and I take a duration that is... I mean, if duration just expired and I send it, then it becomes permanent on the client side, right? Like if it's about to expire. Yeah, exactly. I may make a mess. If it's about to expire and I do this calculation, right? But I always need the total duration to show the progress. Oh yes, I do. Oh yes, I do. Because actually here, if I don't have the total duration, I'm not able to do the comparison between the total duration and the current duration and show the progress bar, right? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yes. So I need the total duration. I need it. You see, total duration, expiration time, blah blah blah, minus whatever. Yes, because in theory, you may connect and have a spell that is 50% done. Yeah, that's a good test, for example, right? That's a good test. If I disconnect, if I log into the game, I cast the strength on me, and then I disconnect, right? When I yeah, that's a very good test to prove the point, right? So if I connect to the game, but anyway, let me just take a note of what we want to do tomorrow. Let me just take a note here somewhere. I don't know where. Let me do it with a normal notepad so that it's probably more visible, even if it's white. Oh my god. Connect to the game. Cast strength. Right? Wait, I don't know, 1 minute, right? Disconnect. Right? In the database, we store the strength with the remaining time, right? So your character is saving the status of the current spells with the remaining time, right? But if I reconnect, so if we reconnect with the client, I think strength will be with a full timer. Only visually, because in reality the server will turn it off at the right time. But I think... So this thing needs to be fixed, boys. This thing needs to be fixed. This thing needs to be fixed. Yeah, because it's really a bug. And it's really bad. So, I mean, it's bad. It's bad. Yeah, no, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. So we need to fix this one. Okay, I can do it tomorrow. Okay, guys, I'm going. I hope tomorrow I'm feeling even better than today. But I would say today I'm already feeling much better. And I hope to have a decent sleep tonight. Something I didn't get in the last 3 days. due to this coughing and freaking cold that I got. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow evening, 9:30 p.m. European time. Be sure to join. We will continue to develop the game until it's perfect. See you, boys. Bye bye. Bum, bum, ba-da-bum, bum, 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 bum.